This is one of my channels, and as you can see, if we change it to the past 7 days, in the past 7 days I made just a bit over $3,000. And the cool thing is that this is just one of my many channels, one of my many income streams. So I'm excited to teach you guys on how I do this. Stay tuned to learn how I run YouTube without filming on camera, alright? The idea with my model of YouTube that I learned from bigger channels like Watch Mojo or The Taco, well, a lot of other channels do this, is that it doesn't require filming, okay? So about 3 to 4 years ago when I first wanted to get started on YouTube, I tried filming on camera like this, but I felt very uncomfortable, okay? And I know I'm not the only one who is not comfortable on camera, okay? Even now, I wouldn't say I'm 100% comfortable on camera, but because of that kind of insecurity of mine in terms of, you know, I didn't seem confident on camera. And in addition to that, also, there had to be another way to become a YouTuber without actually filming on camera. That's when I came up with the idea of making faceless videos in order to become a YouTuber, okay? So how it worked is that I really studied channels called Watch Mojo. So if you search them up on YouTube, they're a long-standing channel, one of the biggest channels on YouTube, and they basically make a lot of top 10 videos.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 Bruce Lee moments.
And the cool thing about it is that in a lot of their videos, you won't even see a single face or basically someone filming themselves. So with this model of YouTube, I learned a lot from Watch Mojo. I studied the CEO of Watch Mojo. They're a Montreal, Canadian-based company, and they basically have a full-fledged team creating videos as a group, and then they post them on YouTube. And again, the best thing about it is that they don't film themselves on camera. Now, how it works is that, or how I've kind of created videos like Watch Mojo, is that I started with an idea, and when it comes to researching videos on YouTube, I try not to reinvent the wheel. What I mean by that is I see what's working on YouTube already, but I don't try to make something completely brand new, just because if something has worked before on YouTube in the past, it can definitely work again now. So with that model, or with that mindset in place, I looked on YouTube, saw what videos were working, kind of recent videos that were working, and to me, videos that worked are basically videos that had more views than the channel had subscribers. Okay, so if a video had 100,000 views but the channel that posted that video only had about 5,000 subscribers, that's when I know that video topic / idea works. So I would create a similar video to that video. Now if you think about it, it's not that I'm copying the video. I mean, when you search on YouTube, there are a lot of videos teaching you how to grow on Instagram, how to grow on YouTube, how to tie your shoes. So it's basically taking the ideas and then taking that same idea and doing something subjectively better.
So you've had soy milk and almond milk. Now try the hottest new craze, beef milk.
That's how I started researching my videos. I was always on the lookout for videos that had more views than the channel had subscribers, okay? That is a key metric when it comes to telling people how I do my research. I don't do super in-depth research in terms of, I don't use TubeBuddy, I don't use vidIQ, I don't use any paid tools. I simply go onto YouTube, type in some keywords that I might be interested in making a video on, and then I choose a video based on how many views it gets. Because if a video has more views than the channel has subscribers, you know for a fact that it's very likely that that video appeared in the YouTube algorithm, whether it be through YouTube search, YouTube browse, or YouTube suggested. Those are the 3 main traffic sources on YouTube, and if any of your videos get into any of those 3, you will receive a consistent daily amount of views. So that's the goal of YouTube. I really don't make research complicated. Sometimes I hop on trends, but oftentimes I'm literally just browsing YouTube, looking for ideas, seeing how I can make better concepts of videos that have already been made and have already appeared in the YouTube algorithm. So once I have the idea in mind, the second thing that I do is that I send that idea to a scriptwriter, and what that scriptwriter does is that he researches the information and then basically writes a script on the video. So script writing is definitely something that I don't feel comfortable doing. I'm not the best writer. I hated writing in school, so that is why I delegate that task, especially to someone else who can write better than me. So with the scripts, it's anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 words, just long enough to make the video 8 minutes long. And I have a very intricate way in how I write my scripts, or how I tell my writers to write the scripts. And a lot of emphasis is put into the beginning of the script, because when people watch a video, you have to captivate them at the very beginning of the video, or else they might just opt off. So I'm very picky when it comes to the intros of my scripts, and that's what I teach my writers. But after the script is written, I then send it to the voiceover artist, and obviously my voice is monotone.
Get the effect of the anyone? The Great Depression.
I do not do voiceover work. I think voiceover is a talent. So I'm always hiring people who have an enthusiastic voice, and definitely not a monotone voice like mine. But there's no other guidelines when it comes to telling voiceover artists how to recite the voiceover. I mean, some basic trademark things that I make sure is that there's no static, there's no background noise, there's no white noise, there's no mistakes in the audio. Usually the voiceover artists, if they're professional and they've done this before, they have a good grasp on how to just recite the video. They're the experts, so I just let them be the experts. I really don't give them any more input other than those guidelines that I mentioned before. But after the voiceover is read, I then send the script and the voiceover to a video editor. So now this video editor is the one who's in charge of compiling all the visuals, whether it be images or video clips, and matching it with what's being said in the voiceover. So the idea of these top 10 faceless videos is that the visuals have to appropriately match what's being said in the voiceover, and also the video editors have to add, title screens. They also have to add some sound effects. They have to add some background music, but nothing so intricate in terms of editing. It honestly is just a compilation or a compilement of visuals that match what's being said in the voiceover. So there's also a lot of detail that goes into what I tell my video editors to do at the beginning of the video, but afterwards, once the video is completed, I now have a full video ready to be published on YouTube. I optimize my video myself, and I also hire a thumbnail artist to create thumbnails for the video. Now, when it comes to thumbnails and optimization of your video, I'll talk about optimizing your video first. I don't make optimization complicated. I basically just have my keyword in the title, keyword in the description, and then keyword in the tags. And literally my description is just a description of the video. It's nothing so guided in that I have a specific way I do my descriptions. My description is literally just a description of the topic of my video. So once I have my optimization in place, the thumbnail is something I'm also very picky on. If no one is clicking on your video, then that means no one is watching your video. At this point, making that video is almost like it would have just gone to waste. So I do put almost more than 5 to 10 minutes on thumbnail ideas, okay? Sometimes I'll spend at least 30 minutes thinking of a good thumbnail idea. And if you're making YouTube videos, you can't cut yourself short when it comes to, okay, you created this awesome video and now you slap it with a bad thumbnail. Don't do that. You really have to think about your thumbnails and really putting yourself in the viewer's shoes and thinking, if I was my own viewer, what would I want to click on? What would I want to see that would get me to click on that video? So that's how I approach my thumbnails, and metrics that I aim for is I always try to aim for a 10% click-through rate or higher, because all my videos that have ever gone viral have always had over a 10% click-through rate, okay? I've never had a video that has had less than a 8% click-through rate and gone viral before. That 10% is my trademark, so I really try to make sure that my thumbnails and titles are engaging or as clickable as possible. And don't be afraid to clickbait, okay? I think clickbaiting has this negative connotation to it, but honestly, there can always be good clickbait in terms of the thumbnail is very captivating, that what is in the thumbnail will actually be explained in the video, and it's also getting people to click. So with that being said, we have the thumbnail, the optimization is ready, you have an entire video. That's when I publish the video, okay? So that's the process I do to creating one video. And now, if you can imagine, across all my channels, I'm creating anywhere from about 500 to 700 videos per month. And this is also for clients as well. But this faceless model of YouTube, though, it's a very, very successful way of doing YouTube if you don't feel comfortable talking on camera. That is how I make over $2,000 per week on YouTube. I hire a team to create videos for me, and it's a very streamlined process. Everyone follows guidelines, and after the video is created, I'm the one that does the uploading, and then I just upload the video. So that's how I make $2,000 a week on YouTube, everyone. If you have any questions, comment down below. YouTube money if you want to learn more. And in addition to that, I'll see you in the next video, all right?